New year, new. Hi, fam. What that means is that we are going to be more professional around here. The audio quality is gonna go up so high, higher than I am after taking this 100 milligram rejot. Well, the reason for this is two things. Is one, I have borrowed, maybe stolen, in Audio Technica, and according to my computer, it's like AT2005 USB microphone, and I really like it. It's because the microphone that I use broke, and I know my friend, because he's like an actual real podcaster. Just kidding. I am also a podcaster. Especially when like crazy conservatives love to insult me on Twitter. They love talking about my failed podcasting career. Well, you can't have a failed podcasting career if you never had a podcast in the first place. Anyway, yeah, so I don't know. Let's have some fun with it. Also, because I am longer not underemployed, I guess. I have a job that makes me use my big girl degree, my master's in social work. I love social work so much. So I think um I'm not, or I haven't been asked to do my podcast editing job, which is fine because I'm sure I will be so busy so soon. I will probably be crying. But I kind of miss it, even though I sometimes get stressed out. I mean, not because of my boss. They're like just like the chillest ever. It's because I'm a freak. That's all. And if I don't use the skills, they're just gonna go and hire me. I'm on Upwork or some shit. Just email me. I'll do it for free. Don't tell the other freelancers. I just really like editing motherfuckers. Maybe not mine. I don't know why. It's just easy to tell you. So is 2024, is weed legal? I can't tell. Did Biden make a promise about weed? Probably did. Let's see. How are we doing? Is it still federally wrong to like weed? So no, it is still a Schedule One drug. We're still as better to trust and moralize our uh drug decisions in the DEA. Uh-huh. Yep. Okay, a lot of states have passed. I know Arizona. I went back. I got to try weed. I mean, the first time I ever had weed was in Arizona. I knew it's like legal marijuana, but it was okay. It was medical, but this was legal recreational. That's okay. There is something that's kind of small, but maybe not so much. And I mean, right. So it's Schedule One drug, and a lot of jobs can still be like, hey, you can't work here if you smoke weed, or we are going to test you for weed as a condition for employment. Washington is putting a limit on that, which is cool because it's also just ridiculous if you can do it. It's like, testing someone for alcohol. I mean, if it's on the job, sure, but it's about the same now, right? Anyway, but that, I mean, I'm pretty sure the federal government will get an exemption to that. Okay, I read something from something called the Washington Observer, also not calling anyone out. I guess there is a bill that seems to penalize parents who use substance. Um, the post is weird because it makes it like to try and differentiate between people who use opioids and the good, law-abiding marijuana user, even though technically it's still not legal federally, but whatever. But anyway, you brought to attention what could be penalizing language for any substance, controlled substance, which sometimes, can be even your medication. And Yeah, well, um, I don't know. You know, hopefully this will sound good. Part of me is like, I'm just gonna fuck it up and it's gonna sound not great, not great, but whatever. Um, 2024 is still gonna be the year of Star Trek, baby. I am in the middle of Deep Space Nine. And it's pretty good. I really like Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine is great. I mean, I wasn't thinking there wouldn't be. I think it's a lot of people's favorite. It's one of the more queer Star Trek, despite Rick Berman being one of the creators. And it's very interesting and sometimes feels really prescient right now, not to be cringe, but like, you know, the United States started to bomb Yemen and God, the world is gonna be divided into the occupied and the occupiers and the people who can be witness to it, who just stand by or who enable it. Uh, but also, hey, isn't Dax cool? I love Dax. She's so me. I am so Dax coded, but really, like, when she's like, can't control me, and she's just always like, absolutely annihilating like anyone. It was just a very funny comment.
Leonard McCoy. I met him when he was a student at Old Miss.
Who met him, Curzon?
No, my host at the time was Emily. She was on Earth judging a gymnastics competition. I had a feeling he'd become a doctor. He had the hands of a surgeon.
And she's perfect, and anyone who doesn't like Dax is wrong and is watching Deep Space Nine wrong. It would be so cool to smoke with Dash and Dax with just idiot especially. You bet she smokes. I know my girl fucking smokes fat ones. I know it. Or, would be like a good, like drill ritual would be blunt rotation with all of your assholes. I think that's how I would handle, talking, trying to dig out any sort of like problems and stuff. So, but no, Dax would be hilarious. But yeah, just I'm hoping to be able to still at least do this monthly, even if I do have a new job, grown up job. Anyway, thanks for listening. Remember, there's a Patreon you can join. It's called Divergent Descent. I do a bunch of other things. It will be written in the description. And the world sucks, so sometimes if you need to just keep doing weed shots so you can just keep dissociating from the world, that is your right, and don't let anyone try to stop you from living your life. Right? See ya.